Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And welcome to TKTV. I'm your host, Tracy Knight. I put the TK in TKTV. And it is time. I'm only a day late, but then we already know how that works for the Ozempic update. Now, I know we just talked a few days ago, and I had decided, I didn't know whether I was going to do it every 2 weeks or whatever. But then I did say if something happened, I will let you guys know. Now, nothing major happened, but I still want to fill you in on what's been going on since we last spoke and since my last shot, which was on, let's see, I took my shot on Sunday. Just let me tell you how I'm feeling. Um, let's see. What am I trying to say? Oh, okay. Anyway, I did feel a little bit of nausea today. Before I go into that, if you are first timers, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I'm so glad you're part of the TK TV family. And if you're on Ozempic, welcome to the family. When you got questions, we got answers. Sometimes I got questions and I get the answers from you, and vice versa. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are here for the first time, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, especially so that you will be around when I do the next one. You won't miss a thing. You don't want to miss a thing, okay? So let me go ahead and tell you what's been going on. Now, if you've been here from the beginning, you already know we've talked about the side effects, the nausea, the vomiting, the diarrhea, fatigue, constipation. Let me say something about this constipation, okay? People have been complaining about this in the groups. I have not had that problem. Knock wood. So, if you have, first of all, drink some water. Lots of water. That might help. And then talk to your doctor to see what they may prescribe to address that issue. But like I said, that's not been one of the side effects that I had to go through, right? And I'm glad for that. I'm opening my meal. I really pretty much just walked through the door, getting ready to cook some dinner. I'm gonna have some liver and onions. Fix your faces. I'll make some gravy, some rice, and somebody's vegetable. Okay, I might even just chop up this tomato that's in there. It's looking at me real fine, like real fine. And I didn't like liver coming up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't like it either. It took me as an adult in my palate, to get used to it. But that's what I'm cooking for dinner. But I really just walked through the door, and I knew that if I didn't get to you guys now, it might, it might be another day, and I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to stay a woman of my word and not be as late as I was before. And I'm doing this because I can't tell you where my glasses are right now. I don't drive with them, so they might be in my purse, and my purse is way over there. Not way, it's just, okay. So with the side effects being, like I said, the nausea, the vomiting, diarrhea, such, etc., I have been avoiding those for the longest. Now, I will say, even though I'm at the 1 milligram injection, I do feel a tinge of a little bit of queasiness. I'll call it queasiness because it's not strong enough to be nausea. Early in the mornings, when I first sit up, I sit there for a minute, thank the Lord. We talk for a couple of seconds, and by that time, the nausea is gone. I get up, I get my coffee, I'm on my way, whether I'm teleworking or whether I'm commuting. So I don't really pay attention to that as much, though I do carry my little Pepto-Bismol tablets just in case it starts to get a little, iffy on the way to work. And until recently, those tablets just sat in my purse. I have found in the last few days that I have had to pull them out while I'm waiting on the bus because I'm thinking I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. And I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to do all that. Now, when I feel like that's gonna happen, when nausea shows up, right? And she feel like she wanna get on the phone and send a message out to the vomiting, I take the Pepto-Bismol because I can't. But like I said, these last few days have been really, really strong nausea. And I've been going to work and I end up popping a couple of the Pepto-Bismol tablets, on my way to work. Just because I'm not trying to be sick. Well, today, I'm squinting because I got my glasses. I told you that. I'm reading this because I got medical issues and I got to go see about them, and they sending me these appointments. Okay. All right. So I'm going to work today, right? I got my lunch set up because I had a little bit of chicken and coleslaw last night from KFC. Could not even finish it. So, okay, I'm going to wrap this up because we ain't throwing no food away, and we definitely not throwing away no KFC and coleslaw. Not gonna do it. So I packed it up for lunch today. So I had lunch, I had a shake, I had a yogurt in there, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna go ahead and go to work. My plan was to get off the bus like I usually do, stop at the 7-Eleven, grab a cup of coffee, because I'm a 2-cupper, sort of, kind of. Had I been home, it's really a cup and just heating it up. But when I'm out, I have a cup before I leave, and then I need a cup to carry me through the morning while I'm at work. So I stop at 7-Eleven to get my coffee. And I was gonna break the streak, okay? Because I had been good Tracy all week long. Good Tracy, basically since we last spoke. And eating salads, fruits, vegetables, are not eating a lot at all and staying away from the sweets. But I was looking at this sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. And it was, I can't tell you which ear it was in because I heard it. The food noise was loud. And I was thinking, well, I did lose some weight this week. Yes. So I was like, okay. But no. I looked over there, and next to the sandwiches was some watermelon. Now, I love watermelon. And I know as a diabetic, some doctors have told diabetics that you shouldn't really eat a lot of watermelon because of the sugar intake. Because, a good watermelon is a sweet watermelon, right? So I was like, oh, but they look so fresh. They look fresher than the watermelon I got in my refrigerator I got from the store the other day, okay? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get the watermelon, have my coffee, have some watermelon, and if I'm still hungry, I'll just drink the shake. That was the plan. So I buy the watermelon. I go back to my office. I sit down. I log on. I, do the prep thing. Sipping on the coffee, eating on the watermelon, and then all of a sudden, Nazia said, excuse me. And I'm like, So I go get some water. Now, I don't know if I heard this somewhere, whether some doctor said it, whether I read it, or somebody else told me. And I'm going to probably look it up after, you and we stop talking. I heard that the thing that causes you to feel so nauseous that you're going to, is that your diaphragm's down there doing this. It's just waggling around like that. No control, losing its mind down there. And so I was like, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drown it. I'm going to drown it. So for years, and I mean years, and I have been on this beautiful planet, thanks to the Lord, for 58 years now. So for years, when I felt like I was going to throw up, if I could, I raced to the nearest water fountain, water hose, glass of water, and I just chug. I'm chugging it down till my stomach is literally bloating out, okay? Because I feel like if I drown it, that's going to stop it. And eventually it does. 9 out of 10 times. I say 9 because there's been some times when I lost that battle. 9 out of 10 times it works. I'm full. How you say my mom would say? I'm fuller than a tick. I don't know what that, I do know what that means, but you know what I mean. But I'm uncomfortable a little bit because that's a lot of water. I mean, I take down a lot of water. And then, then I got to go to the bathroom all day long, right? But it works. I'd rather go to the bathroom all day long than to be up chucking, especially at work. So I went to the water cooler thing, and I'm filling up my little mighty mug, and I'm drinking, and I'm hoping this is going to work, because the last time that Devamity visited me at work, she won. I ended up being sick at work and had to come back home. But I was like, not this time, Devamity. No. She might have called an Uber, but you know what? I canceled that joint. She didn't make it. Nazia got ticked off and left. I was full. Couldn't even finish my watermelon. And I wasn't even going to try drinking a shake. And the coffee got cold. So I had that today. And it just made me think that for the last few days, my nausea has been ramped up. And it's not because I've been doing something I ain't supposed to be. Like I said, I've been good, Tracy. I have been good, Tracy, this week. And I'm thinking, what did I eat? What didn't I eat? I was really going through my whole food warehouse, in my mind to find out, did I do something that would trigger this? And I can't really put my finger on it. I ate, but I didn't eat things I shouldn't have eaten, and I definitely couldn't eat any more than the Ozempic will allow. So I don't really know what brought that level of nausea on these last few days. I'm gonna have to go back because I've been tracking my food through my Weight Watchers app and my fitness plan, everything else like that. So I'm gonna have to go back and see what it is that may have triggered it, or maybe I just ate something last night. Maybe the KFC wasn't KFC in the way it's supposed to, or now remember when I told you I don't do the constipation? And if this is just a little TMI for you, I'm so sorry. But if you're going to hang out with me, first of all, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and just settle up. But I didn't have that. Now the diarrhea, but you know what? I'm contributing the looseness of the bowels to the coffee that I got from the Honduras. Because when I got back, my son came up for the birthday. Y'all remember that? I told you about that. I had a good time. He loves coffee just like he mama. So we're the only ones drinking the coffee in the house, and we're, racing each other to the bathroom. Both of us, I was like, you think it could be the coffee, Brian? He said, yeah, I don't know, Ma. That coffee goes straight through you. After he went home, no problem. He drinks his own coffee, doesn't have an issue. I laid off the coffee for a couple of days, no issue. I had a cup of coffee yesterday. I had a cup of coffee this morning. Okay, let me just say thank God for poopery, and I chose nice, quiet times to go to the ladies' room so that they would not be embarrassed, because I'm not going to get embarrassed, but you know how some people are. Anyway, I did suffer from that. So I don't know, but that may or may not have been because of the Ozempic. It may have been because of that coffee, because it was ground really nice and soft. The flavor is amazing. Even after I put the cream and sugar in it, I can still tell the difference. And no, it's not sugar, it's Splenda. But I'm going to do the Splenda. Don't come at me. It's been a long time since I had black coffee. I didn't like it then. I'm not going to like it now. So I've had the nausea. I've had a little bit of the, loosey-goosey bowel movements. And I almost came close to, knuck if you buck with the vomiting. But that's how my week has gone. My appetite, you know what? What's the word? Something about your eyes, are bigger than your stomach or something like that. My mama used to say it. But now I feel that because I'm looking at food and I'm like, oh, I really want to eat it. And I can't get past a few bites of it. Remember the KFC I told you was KFC or wasn't KFC, and maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. So I took the leftovers to work today for lunch. First of all, I didn't even get hungry until like 1:30. And I got in that office about 8 o'clock. Okay, so about every 4 or 5 hours. Maybe that's about right. Anyway, I heated it up, had my coleslaw set up, and I'm taking nibbly bites. After the second bite of coleslaw and maybe 1 or 2 bites of chicken, I'm looking at the chicken like, okay, I'm done. I mean, I did make myself take the one more bite, but I pretty much it was a chicken thigh. I threw away maybe half of it because I couldn't finish it. I was full. So, and that's what's been going on this whole week. Everything I eat, I'm not really finishing it because I'm full, and I'm listening to my brain that's telling me, you're full, girl, stop. You're done. Stop. And so I've been listening to that. And I stopped. And I'm full for a while. So it's like, okay. So it's been a really weird week. Oh, and the dreams. Oh my God. Just when I thought that they were gone, I had such a dream. Now, I wish I could pinpoint what it was, but I woke up feeling that I had lost, oh my God, somebody special to me. Not by death. It wasn't that traumatic. But we were friends. We were close. And now they're not speaking to me. They're shunning me, everything. And that's how I felt. Like, okay, well, I can't talk to her anymore. I haven't even called her to let her know. Because it was just a dream. It was just a dream. But it's like, oh my God, I feel alone. That dream was so realistic that I was like, okay, well, that's okay. They don't have to like me. And they really don't. But it was, so I don't know if the cycle of all the things you go through when you're on the Ozempic, mood changes, weird dreams, the nausea coming and going, whether you're eating like you're supposed to or not. I don't know. I don't know. Is anybody else going through this? If you are, please drop a comment down below. Right after you like, share, and subscribe. But seriously, drop a comment down below. If you've been on Ozempic more than 6 months, okay, at least 6 months, what changes did you go through that you thought you were done with? If you're a newbie to Ozempic and you've only been on it for 6 months, somewhere like me, I've been on since January, so we're like in the 8th month, 9th month. Somewhere around there, you thought, hey, I'm good, and you're not. Let me know what you're going through, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I would say, on the grand scale of things in this last 9 months, I'm on a steady pace. The weight going down. I lost a whole pound this week. As of Sunday, I was down to 224.8, because the week before I was 225.8. I'm now 224.8. So I'm still going down. The A1C numbers, I'm not sure, because I was lackadaisical on doing the scanning on my meter, or not necessarily doing the scanning, but inputting it into the little app I use that might give me a guesstimate estimate of what my A1C is. The My Sugar app. It's really fine. I'm not paying for the premium now, because why? No. So I'm not sure what it is right now, and I think hopefully I can get my doctor to put a lab in, because I got to go into the office, the VA, next Wednesday. So maybe I can get my lab done and find out what my A1C is. Note to self, send note to the doctor so she can do that lab work. So while I'm there, but otherwise, I don't know what's been going on this week. I don't know. It's just the physical aspects of it, the bad dreams, the nausea, and the other thing we talked about. I don't know. I haven't had any mood swings. I feel fine mentally. But it's just been a wicked week. It's just been a wicked week, and it's only Wednesday, y'all. It's only Wednesday, and I took my shot on Sunday, because that's the new thing. I was taking it on Tuesday nights. I now take my shot on Sunday. I weigh myself on Sunday. So by the time I get to you guys Tuesday or Wednesday, I've settled into the week shot, so I can tell you what's been going on. And usually, maybe it's because I was taking it Tuesday and getting to you guys by Tuesday or Wednesday and not really feeling the effects of what's going on. But I can tell that with the change in the day I take my shot and everything else like that, by the time I get to where we're going to do our chit chat, I have started to feel, a couple of days in, something different. Something not quite right. Is it major? Not always. Okay. But something is happening. I don't know. But like I said, I don't see the endocrinologist until November with these appointments, okay? So we'll have to wait and see what she says. I will send her a note to see if she is connected to my Freestyle Libre like Dr. Nye was, and maybe she can see, based on my readings, where I may be as far as my A1C. But the numbers are going down. They're not going back up. I will say that. They're not going back up. But I'm feeling good. Apparently I'm looking better, because people are like, oh my God, you're losing weight. Oh my God. And I'm appreciating that, because, I ain't trying to kid nobody. I'm thick. I told y'all that. I'm thick. Okay? I ain't going to say the F word. But people are noticing that I'm slimming down, and I can see it as well. So much so, my husband said, you ain't got to lose no weight. He don't want me to lose weight, unless it's for health reasons, and that's what this is all about. Because if I can be thick and healthy, I'll be thick and healthy. But I'm thick and not so healthy, so I gotta fix that. So I think that's what I got for this week. When people send you stuff and you don't, junk mail. Anyway, I'm feeling good. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and fix dinner. I still got some watermelon. I might nibble on that, because I think my husband does like my liver. So I'm going to cook that, and I'm teleworking tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about, making lunch. Again, junk mail. And I think that's it. So if you've liked what you've heard or anything else like that, or you got questions for me, or you got comments or suggestions or anything else like that, please feel free to drop the comments down below, or go ahead and like and subscribe. Like the videos, I guess, because somebody from YouTube sent me a email, and at the end of it, I think what they were trying to do is they're trying to get me to hire them to market my channel. I ain't trying to do all that. I share because I care, but they noticed my analytics and everything else like that. And I talked to somebody else, and they was like, well, if you get people to share it, then I guess when they type in Ozempic or whatever, one of my videos will probably pop up. And that's great. Not because I'm vain or egotistical in any way, form, or fashion, but because the reason I started this was to share my experience with others and hopefully answer the questions that people are afraid to ask, didn't know they should ask, or could ask. People like me. Okay? So that's why I do this. You know what? Y'all know this hair is coming off as soon as this video is over with, right? Yeah, so I do this because I know I'm not the only one. I know that you got questions, and I know I've learned so much by watching other people or talking to other people of like-minded situations. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just triggers something where I say, oh, that's what that means. Oh, and maybe I'm afraid to ask. Like I think I told you guys before, I had an English teacher who said the dumbest question that you have is the question you don't ask. Okay, makes sense to me. Now, I'm not calling nobody dumb. I ain't doing that. That's not me. But you know what I'm saying, right? So sometimes I want to ask a question and maybe there's nobody around to ask. But if I look at a video or talk to, listen to a podcast or read some kind of document or some research, because I do research. I like to do that. Then it's like, oh, now I know. But I can honestly say just watching some videos over some different topics, I've learned a lot. So that triggered me to share my experience with you guys to hopefully help somebody else learn. I mean, if I help one person, I'm good. If not, at least I am able to let it out and share it. So that's what I'm doing. So in the meantime, in between time, until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your week. Like I said, it's only Wednesday. It's woohoo Wednesday. I just made that up. Enjoy the rest of your week. I think we got rain in my area coming this weekend. And of course, it would be the day I need to go get my nails done. Y'all see that? They need it. But I ain't going out in the rain. I don't do that. Y'all know sugar melt. I ain't doing that. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you next week, possibly. Maybe 2 weeks from now. I don't know. I miss you guys, so that's probably going to be next week. So I'll see you guys next time right here on TK TV. Bye.